At Egon Zehnder, we're passionate about furthering this agenda, and it's not just about girls versus boys. I think it's a lot about how we can all, as you've heard, how we can all make leaders grow and leaders become the best version of themselves over the years.
We run another global survey again this year with over 2,500 leaders, 350 of them here in the UK. And generation was identified as the real divide in the workplace today, in some cases more than gender itself. So only focusing on gender really misses the full picture.
And I would really like to open this up by talking to the daughters, all of you who have amazing careers in your own right. But I want to ask a question of each of you, which is a little complicated, which is being the daughter of a prominent executive is a wonderful opportunity, gives you many advantages. It's also really difficult and really challenging in some ways. And I would love to hear from each of you something that you learned from your parent that you think maybe the rest of the world wouldn't have understood.
I think it's really important to understand and be confident in yourself. And from what I've learned from my dad is that you can only be the best that you can be. And if you apply yourself to the best of your ability, then that is enough.
My mom has always been really instrumental in learning from, the more difficult parts of life. And so she's certainly taught me, adversity can sometimes be a great thing for you. It's a catalyst to change.
If you have the privilege to have a career and a child, then you need to act with the grace and the capacity to absorb the consequences that come with it. And that led me to stop feeling guilty and hopefully be a better boss because I had a kid and a better mother because I had a job.
Cultures are self-perpetuating. It's self-fulfilling. The headhunters that you use, the people that you talk to, they come from the same culture. So you have to break that. You have to break that, and therefore you have to force other people into the room. Clearly, you still want to recruit the best person, but when you see more people, it's surprising what the best person looks like.
I think self-doubt is quite an intrinsic thing, and in my view, we talk about empathy and humility. I don't see how you could be humble or empathetic without some capacity for self-doubt.
It's really about giving men more opportunities to think about their work and life as well, because I really see that at Google, when individuals are encouraged to live their best life and make the choices about work-life balance, it has a much better impact on the kind of diverse groups, and women especially, if the kind of status quo groups, particularly white men, are making those choices and setting an example and being role models. So my one takeaway of seeing things change is men stepping up and embracing, their work life as well, and being proud to do so.
I thought it was a very human panel, not a very corporate panel. That's what I loved about it this year.
I found it hugely inspiring as a young woman myself, just to be able to kind of connect with the young ladies on stage and then obviously their parents as well.
So I thought it was extremely authentic. It was great to hear from everyone. And what I found particularly interesting was there was that insight. There was some research that showed that 19% of women aim to be in the C-suite. And why was the figure so low? And I guess my reflection on that was that it's not that the figure's low because we don't aim to be in the C-suite. It's because we want to take all the ambition and drive that we have and maybe put it somewhere different, because the C-suite suddenly isn't really the dream and aspiration we have.
The theme this evening that resonated with me was the whole question of self-doubt. I think there's positive self-doubt that can drive you forward to be the best you can possibly be. And then self-doubt driven by a lack of diversity in the conversation that has to be challenged. So anything I can offer from my own experiences of that helps any generation, I think is something I need to bring up in my own workplace a bit more. So I will be doing that.